Welcome to the installation guide for BLEND, the fuel additive system by AlumiTank. In this video, we'll walk you through receiving, inspecting, and installing your system step by step. Please follow along carefully and refer to the schematics included with your kit, and always use proper safety practices during installation. When you receive your BLEND system, begin by verifying that you have all 5 subkits required for assembly: the tank assembly, the bracing kit, the crossover kit, the operator's console, the air and electrical kit, and the injection coupler and case. Layout for installation. Tank assembly. Identify a clear installation location for the tank assembly. The tank assembly will be mounted aft the landing gear on the driver's side of the trailer and forward of the center of the 4 unloading couplers on the passenger side. Bracing kit. When choosing the final location for the tank assembly, ensure there is space on the opposite frame rail for the bracing kit. The bracing kit includes the 2 shorter slotted vertical angle brackets and the 4 longer diagonal braces. See the schematic for clarity. Crossover kit. The crossover kit mounts immediately aft the tank assembly and very close to the center of the 4 unloading couplers. Operator's console. The operator's console should be mounted as close as possible to the center of the 4 unloading couplers on the passenger side and to the bottom of the hose tray. Take notice of the close proximity to the end of the crossover kit. Air and electric. When possible, route air and electrical cables alongside existing harnesses. Be sure to secure airlines and electrical cables with the provided cable ties, especially when lines are transitioning away from the main harness to their point of connection. Injection coupler and case. The injection coupler case should be installed at the far front passenger side of the hose tray when the trailer configuration allows. Installation instructions. Tank assembly. Prior to getting started, once the trailer is spotted for the installation, use the landing gear to level the trailer. Locate the approximate install location for the tank assembly. Use the provided template to mark and lay out the hole locations. Test fit the tank assembly in the chosen location to confirm clearance from nearby permanent components. Some movable items may need relocating, such as placard brackets. Layout and drilling. Prior to drilling, verify that no wiring, airlines, or harnesses are present behind the drilling area. Using a pair of 11R vice grips, clamp the provided layout template from the tank assembly kit to the chosen install location. Using a transfer punch, transfer the hole pattern to the frame rail and remove the template. Using the provided 9/32 drill bit, first drill the pilot holes, then enlarge them with the provided 11/16 drill bit. Mounting assembly. Mount the tank assembly with the provided 5/8 bolts and tighten to 140 to 150 foot-pounds. Bracing kit, layout and drilling. Using the provided template from the bracing kit, lay out the hole pattern on the opposite frame rail directly across from the tank assembly. Use the provided 9/32 drill bit to drill the pilot holes. Then use the provided 9/16 drill bit to enlarge the holes. Mounting the brackets and diagonal braces. Mount the 2 slotted brackets using the provided 1/2 by 13 hardware. Make sure the brackets are square to the frame rails and tighten the hardware to 140 to 150 foot-pounds. Install diagonal braces. This process will take extra effort to assure the bracing connects to the lower end of the tank assembly as well as the upper end of the tank assembly across the slotted brackets. Be sure to avoid the unloading piping under the trailer. Prior to tightening, ensure the tank assembly is plumb, then tighten the hardware to 140 to 150 foot-pounds. Crossover kit. Using the provided template from the bracing kit, lay out, transfer punch, and drill matching holes on each frame rail using the provided 9/32 drill bit. The crossover tube will be supplied long and must be trimmed so that it extends approximately 3 inches past the outside edge of each frame rail. Take extra care when cutting the tube not to crush or scratch the end of the tube, and make sure all burrs are removed. Once the stainless steel tube is trimmed to length, install the compression fittings to both ends of the tube. Be sure to follow the tightening instructions for the compression fittings. Using the provided mounting brackets and P-clamps, install the crossover assembly to the bottom of the frame rails and secure with the provided hardware, and tighten to 100 inch-pounds. Using the provided thread sealant, install and tighten the provided stainless steel braided hoses to the compression fittings on the ends of the stainless steel tube. Operator's Console. Using the provided template from the Operator's Console kit, lay out and transfer punch the hole locations under the hose bed. Using the provided 9/32 and 9/16 drill bits, drill the holes through the hose bed. Install the console using the supplied hardware, and tighten to 50 foot-pounds. Be sure there are no hoses in the hose tray when drilling. Air and electric. Airline placement. Mount the 2 safety valves inside the existing trailer control cabinet using the common mounting holes on top of the existing door safety valve. The length of the plungers on the safety valves need to be adjusted to work properly with the door in the closed position. In the forward existing air tank, install the PPV in the aft unused port. Following the provided schematic, route each color-coded airline to its destination and terminate at the color-matched fitting. Take close care to select the proper color and diameter airline in this process. Electrical. At the existing electrical termination box on the trailer nearest to the tank assembly, open an unused port, install the provided watertight fitting, and route one end of the provided cable through the fitting. Do not terminate the hot and ground wires until the very end of the electrical install. Using the provided schematic, run the cable using the included DOT zip ties. Using the provided electrical connectors, make final terminations to all the wires, and be sure to heat shrink all wire connectors. Terminate the hot and ground connections in the existing electrical termination box and reinstall the cover. Injection coupler and case. On the far forward passenger side of the hose bed, use the provided 9/32 drill bit and the 9/16 drill bit to drill both the case and the hose bed. Mount the case using the hardware provided and tighten to 50 foot-pounds. Place the injection coupler into the case and latch it closed. Installation complete. System test. Once installation is complete, test the system. Apply power to the trailer and confirm electrical connections by checking the indicator lights. Pressurize the air system and check all valves and lines for leaks. This is most effectively accomplished using soapy water in a spray bottle. With the door open to the trailer control cabinet, activate the operator's console to ensure the system responds correctly. Finally, inspect the installation to confirm all components are secure and properly routed. Your blend system installation is now complete. With everything secure and tested, your unit is ready for operation. For detailed schematics, torque values, and troubleshooting, refer to the installation manual provided with your kit. Blend by AlumiTank. Accuracy every time.